let's get into the trending topics and of course the question of the day as well. So let's have a look and see what's topping it. Well, Karen, so this is the big story that certainly came out and everyone is looking at the moment, and a big trending topic, and that's of course Karen Moore. And the reason that Karen Moore is trending is because former President Jacob Zuma has launched a private prosecution against News 24 journalist Karen Moore and prosecutor Billy Downer. And this is pretty much so the crux of the matter, and what they're saying is that Billy Downer had leaked documents to Karen Moore, and I think that that's what is at the heart of all of this, and so that's going to court. And then of course there's been lots and lots of reaction thereafter, including SANEF, who came ahead and were basically saying no, they are serving a summons, and they are not happy. They say, this is the statement from them, they note with disgust the serving of a summons on Karen Moore. The summons served by the former president's legal team is a clear case of intimidation solely intended to silence Moore. As SANEF previously stated in June, when Moore was cited as a respondent, the information published by Moore was of public record and not confidential. And it goes on, but that's the heart of it all.
Yeah, and this, of course, also in connection with the former president asking for Billy Downer to be recused from that case involving himself and arms company Thales.
Yeah, so that's the story on Karen and lots of other. In fact, that is our question of the day as well. We might as well get into it. And this is what we're asking. Here's basically your views, your thoughts on former President Jacob Zuma's decision to privately prosecute advocate Billy Downer over allegations that Downer leaked Zuma's confidential medical records to legal journalist Karen Moore. So let us know.
At Morning Live SABC, and I see some of you have already started sending your views, so please continue doing that. Right, the next one is #AfriForum.
Yeah. AfriForum, well, I suppose again it's also coming on the back of what's happening with Karen Moore. So that people are basically just saying, so are they
comparing the situations.
Exactly. Are AfriForum the only ones that are allowed to seek private prosecutions? Why? And some saying, the former president can do exactly that. So please just allow them to do, and then AfriForum's thrown into it. They do it all the time, so why can't the others do the same? And there's also lots of interesting other
little things with AfriForum.
Payment development being deployment being one of them. Apparently, where I'm reading is they're saying AfriForum is launching a legal onslaught on CADA deployment. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's one of them.
AfriForum has been very busy. They also have gone on to, mount a sort of legal challenge to the whole situation of hijacked buildings, where people would leave and come back and your building or your dwelling is hijacked. And that is a serious problem. And if you listen to some of the arguments being made, really valid, because if your building is hijacked, you are then left with the onus to actually then have those people removed legally. So you need to go through the court process, foot the bill for that. And also, as per some of the constitutional imperatives, you have to make sure that those people have a place to go to. So it's been something that's been going on for a while, and AfriForum now tackling this matter.
All right, so there we go. That's AfriForum. Shoprite, goodness me. Results coming out yesterday, just very impressive. I mean, 22% earnings growth in the past year. Sales grew 9%. What else? I mean, they just the results were really unbelievable, and also they're now taking on the banks. Shoprite's money market account becoming a fully fledged bank account. That's one of the things that they're doing, and just really just talking to the fact that Shoprite are just set to expand as well, talking about opening something like another 275 supermarkets in South Africa by 2023. Imagine. I mean, they're on an expansion drive. And then I was also listening to some of their other plans and the whole online side and how big they're going to take that. I mean, their revenue stands at 184 billion rand with a trading profit of 11 billion rand. I mean, this is a this is a massive business. It is ginormous.
And a lot of talk around the banking aspect of this, and some people questioning it, others trying to provide explanations about why, for example, FICA documents would not be required because the accounts would not constitute a basic, fully fledged bank accounts. But hey, we don't know. Maybe we should get someone in to come and explain to us
what it's about.
Exactly what it's about.
Well, I mean, we've got Darby Ritt after this. I'm not sure if I can steal a minute or two. Maybe he can give us some clarity on it. Not sure, but we'll see that. And then our final trend is Justin Bieber. And the reality is that, he was meant to be coming to South Africa on this tour that he's currently on. And remember, he stopped it at one stage. It was quite sad to see him putting out this message, and you could actually see that the right side of his face, or the left side of his face, had actually, it had actually gone numb. And he was diagnosed with something. Please forgive me for the name. I'm not too sure what it was. But I mean, he's just saying, Ramsay Hunt syndrome. That was what he had earlier this year. And now he just got off stage performing in Brazil and said he just can't do it anymore. It's just mentally, physical exhaustion. He won't do it. So we're waiting to find out if it's totally off, and if those that have bought tickets for the Justin Bieber show here in South Africa, what will happen there. So it does affect us.
It's really very sad, the whole Justin Bieber saga, to think how young he is. But then again, we mustn't forget how young he was when he started and attained superstardom. But really sad to see him decline the way he is.
Yeah, terrible. Well, there we go. That's it. So I mean, from the year 13 years old, performing on stage, and it takes a lot out of you. And then finally, Champions League.
Champions League, of course, and basically the Champions League is back, and quite a few matches. Sariti is not here this morning. I'm not sure if it's because Chelsea lost again, but that's one of the things. Man City won again. Erling Haaland scored again. So,
I was enjoying when Chelsea won. I really was. It's just.
What were you enjoying? Walking into having Chelsea emblazoned on all the screens every morning.
Although I must say, like deep down, I haven't admitted it to anyone, but even though I must support Liverpool, which I do, because that's I don't know, Man City, I just really like them. But don't tell anyone. No one from my family's watching.
What do you like?
I don't know, I just really like them. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Guys, Leanne is watching football these days.
I know,
I'm gonna say.
I really like
I'm
them.
so happy.
I'm sorry, and I'm scared to tell anyone. So please.
Listen, they are the business, and if they go the way they are, this might be the season that they actually win the Champions League. I mean, if you look at Erling Haaland and his form, scary.
Yeah.
Absolutely scary. And the only player to ever score 25 goals in their first 20 Champions League appearances. It's scary, the sort of records this guy is going to break and set.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, that's kind of the wrap of the trending topics, and just one more reminder of the question of the day. And this was one of our trending topics, but I can see already these responses coming in fast and furiously. Thoughts? Everyone's been sharing the thoughts already, but now we're asking you more on former President Jacob Zuma's decision to privately prosecute advocate Billy Downer over allegations that Downer leaked Zuma's confidential medical records to legal journalist Karen Moore.
Indeed. At Morning Live, SABC.